That's my favorite part. Cause every time you hold me like that, I feel to want to push it back. You make my temperature go up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Every time you hold me like that, I feel to want to push it back. You make my temperature go up. Ooh, 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 yeah. I went in this bed, all eyes on me when I walk my ways. This song is called Property, and it was written by Emmanuel Rudder, who's a Trinidadian. And the Bread Boys had the song and they proposed the demo to me, and I was just like, yeah, I like it, I like the message, because I think that it speaks for me and other fellow young ladies in the events when the men just be doing a little bit too much with their hands, so you have to respectfully tell them, you know, watch your hands. So I think that the song was the perfect embodiment of that. The feedback, I am over the moon with how the song is being received. It's playing on the airwaves. I know at least once daily it's going to play on 98.1, Hot 95.3 and Slam 101, so for that I am grateful. My Instagram following, my Instagram is Reniece.B, RENIECE.B, and the support I've been getting from Instagram has been fantastic as well. Everybody's be snapping and tagging me when it's playing in their cars. When I'm performing, I know I could look out for a video, at least one video of somebody snapping and screaming in the background. So honestly, the support has been fantastic. It's a lot more than I could have ever asked for. Well, it first started when I was around 7 years old at karaoke. The first song I sang at karaoke was an Alicia Keys song called No One. My dad was like, "Man, go and sing a song," and the song had just been released. I think if it was released in 2008, I would have been 7 going 8 because I was born in 2000. And I went up and everybody was like, "Wait, she could sing." And I was just like, I could sing. I just think I'm good at mocking Alicia Keys. I don't know what y'all talking about. But my daddy win like free beers and all sorts of stuff, so I was just like, okay, maybe I have a little potential. But I didn't really like maximize on the potential just yet. Then I was in Richard Stout when I was about 10, and I came third in the low junior category, so big ups to Richard Stout. And then from there I went on to Harrison College, and there was a singing competition called K Factor, like X Factor, but K for college. So I joined that and I won, and that was the beginning. Everything that Harrison College had to send a musical representative for, they sent me. So I was singing from like second form straight on until I graduated. I also was a part of a little band of fellow Harrisonians called Clarix, founded by Kevin Moore, and he was really instrumental in getting me into the industry, so to speak. At 14, I went on to do background vocals for Bacchanal Time, and also backup vocals for Pan Fusion, which was held at Ilara Court, I believe. So I sang backups for Farm and Happy and Blood that year, and I was just like, wow, I like him singing. So then I went on to do OTT, which is Operation Triple Threat. I started that at 17, and I was into singing, dancing, and acting. So then from there it just like snowballed, and I started gigging with Arturo Tappan at QP twice weekly, and he knows Mikey Holzmeyer from the Red Boys. So one thing led to another, and then here I am. Well, I know it's going to be a challenge. I've been doing it for the past, I would say, 6 months, because I gigged all the way from the Christmas season straight until the end. So no, I'm still doing it. So it's a delicate balance. You have to still prioritize your schoolwork somewhat, because the teacher is not going to be like, "Oh, you're singing. Oh, no assignments for you." No, it doesn't work like that. So now that my musical career is gaining a little more traction, I think it will be even more challenging to balance, but I plan to do it nevertheless. And I don't plan on stopping at my bachelor's, so I have to learn to manage it too, because I got other stuff to do.
What is international relations?
Well, anybody who knows me personally knows that I'm very passionate about environmental preservation. So if you have a long enough conversation with me, I'm going to talk about climate change, I'm going to talk about, you know, environmental degradation and stuff like that. And I'm also really passionate about sustainable development. And as a small island developing state, I think that it would be in our best interest to invest in people who have that interest at heart. And I think that it's not enough to just talk about it. I think that if I can actually make a change, I think I should go about doing it by the correct means, which is through education.
What birthed or sparked that passion and interest in
the environment? When I was in second form, I went to the Atlantis submarine, and I remember watching National Geographic and seeing these beautiful, colorful coral reefs. And then I went on the submarine hoping to see that stuff, and I was just like, what is this? No diss to whoever is managing the coral reef, but I was just like, what is going on? So I went at Google. I was just like, why are coral reefs white? And then I found out about like coral bleaching and how like thermal like stresses cause the these zooxanthellae to be expelled. And I was just like, I could sit down and read about this all day long. So really, I was thinking about studying marine ecology, but that would require me to go away and stuff like that. But I was just like, you know, sometimes people don't even listen to scientists to begin with. So if I'm on the policy side of things, then I may be able to make a little more difference. So, yeah. I mean, I always have to give my props to Arturo Tappan because I guess that was basically like an apprenticeship because I've been doing it and learning on the job the whole time. So I think that QP has been a fantastic learning tool for me because not to be that person, but the growth that I've seen like through like videos has been exponential. And honestly, you don't really see it while it's happening, but when you look back, you see how far you've come. So Arturo for sure, Mikey and Scott, the Red Boys. I've been listening to Red Boys music for so long. Like I would just be singing along in the studio. They'll be like, you had to be like 4 minutes, come over, you know about this. So I've always been a fan of the Red Boys' music. So the Red Boys for sure. On the international scale, I love Alicia Keys. I just love, I don't know what it is about her. She just has like a smooth and mellow voice, and I just love her. She's so cute. The soca state of mind last Wednesday, it might have been last Wednesday when this one was released, yeah. but yeah, I don't remember the exact date, but Nikita was having a Superwoman cast, so it was all females that were performing. And I was bluffing, I'm not even gonna lie. I was just like, sing along if you know this part. I sang, hands up, off. And this one, people say, my property. I was like, oh my God, ain't no way, these people know my song. I'm so glad that Ramon pulled up the tune because I was just losing it. I was just like, oh my gosh. I mean, it's enough to hear the song on the radio, but the people singing along, it was like 1 person or 2 people. It was like, a choir, and I was just like, that's it. I could be done for the season now. So that was absolutely the highlight for me. Yeah. Like people that talk to me for longer than 2 minutes already know about the environmental stuff. If you follow me on Instagram, I always post in some sort of UNICEF or like UNDP or some sort of thing about climate change and sustainable development. So I'm actually very passionate about that, and not just through academia, but in my general life. I try to use my platforms as a means of advocacy. I have 2 plants at home, Lily the lemon plant and Lolo the aloe. And I like to sing, dance, and act. I was in Dance Africa back in the day, big up to Auntie Jennifer. And I was in OTT, so musical theater, so that's triple threat. Well, I would say that nobody knows everything, so you don't need to know everything to start. I think that starting is enough. And I think that with support, even if you don't have the support, like the willingness to do it in the first place is definitely like enough to get you at least in the door. And with that, I would say, you know, like perseverance is a very important tool as well. And just do it. If you want to do it, it's only 1 life to live, and it's a free world, so you can do whatever you want. And I think that if it's something that you actually want to do, just do it, because, you know, I don't want that my life done and be like, oh, I should have tried this thing. Just do it, and if it doesn't work out, then it's not the end of the world. So just, you know, try it, and if you don't like it, then you know that you don't like it and not just assuming. My name is Reniece Bonnett, and you are watching Crop Over Close Up.